In the last video, we embarked on the ultimate road trip from Tokyo, Japan to Osaka and then to South Korea, where we traveled to the North Korean border. But of course, the road trip didn't end there. Today, we go to Korea's biggest aftermarket suspension and brake company. We get technical with some do's and don'ts when it comes to suspension, and then we get to have some fun with the cars and experience a Korean car meet. Well, we just finished driving for about 2 hours, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with road condition and highways here in Korea. Definitely been a lot of fun driving here, but we're about to reach the location of pretty much why we're here in Korea, and I'm really excited. It's like a really cool, like industrial kind of area. Oh! Stop making noise, get track. Yeah. Gosh. Imagine having your own racetrack next to your factory for testing. This is actually freaking awesome. Now, I know I said I would never drift a Supra, but can you blame me? And plus, I think it was a bucket list item. I got to drift it for the first time in a foreign country at that. This is so cool! We made it to Neotech.
How many kilometers did I do? 2,000?
I don't know, something like that. I don't even know how many kilometers it is from Japan to here, but we made it. Dude, this is sick. I was just saying, like, imagine having your own factory and then next to it, your own, like, testing track.
So if you want to check it out a little bit more, so this is actually a testing ground where we test a lot of our cars. But if you look there where there's the side roads, we are increasingly getting bigger speed bumps there.
Okay.
We test basically daily cars, because you notice while driving in Korea, there's so many speed bumps. It's important to know what kind of roads people are going to experience with our shocks.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
These brakes might look familiar, and that's because Neotech built me a custom set of these, but powder coated in my favorite pink color for the comp car, and they've been performing incredibly.
And I'm really excited because we just got a brand new set of custom made coilovers as well from Neotech for the comp car. And now would be a great time to tell you that the whole reason why I'm here is because we are officially announcing that I have become Neotech's official global brand ambassador. But before we get into any of that, I have someone I want to introduce to you. This is my friend Charles. Charles, what do you do for the company here at Neotech?
I'm the principal engineer at Neotech. I'm in charge of all suspension product development.
That's cool. So this was the guy that looked at my S15 and said it was too high off the ground.
Yep.
And then this is Dom. You guys have already seen him. He's the official coffee holder here.
I'm happy, man. That's
No, but for real. So Charles, why don't you give us a quick little grand tour, and after we go through and have a look at some things and kind of explain to everyone what Neotech does, let's go have some fun with some cars.
Okay, shall we go into the lounge first?
Let's go.
Right.
Also, that's Midgie's car, and I'm gonna steal it. Dude, this place is fancy.
So this is our track-themed customer lounge where people can wait when they're...
That's cool. Brake rotor tables.
So, well, we manufacture stuff, but also we do installs as well. So when people visit for their installs or for their development requests, like they want something completely custom, then we tell them, okay, pay us a visit, bring your car here. And while they're here, they can chill out here and have a coffee, have a look at some of our products.
Oh, and this is where they can watch their car being worked on? That's super cool, actually.
Right.
Is it safe to say that you guys not only work with, say, like professional race car drivers, but also just like daily street drivers, as well as, you know, I guess anyone in the scene, in the car scene?
Right, yeah, exactly. So first of all, just everyday car enthusiasts, they want something they can drive around with in their car. They visit us. Secondly, we work with racing teams in Korea, and also special purpose-built vehicles like tow trucks, things like that. So companies that build cars but need suspension products or brake products will cooperate with them. So we sometimes have some strange looking cars come in including sometimes ambulance vans and things like that.
So let's say you're a car enthusiast and you want to have some kind of custom part developed with your suspension or brakes and stuff like that no one else makes. They give you guys a call, they bring their car down, you check, suss it out, see what can be done, and then you develop it. And what if it's just a one-off part for that person? You'd still do it?
Yeah, we do.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other suspension company that does that. That's awesome. And then these are the brakes. So you got the 4-pot and the 6-pot ones and stuff, but these are the ones that we run, guys, on our comp car, but we've got the pink one. The hardware, it looks incredible. Titanium piston, 6-pot, so nice. The colors is awesome. And then this is the 4-pot. See how nice and big these are? Okay, what brakes are these? Is this 8 piston?
Yep.
Jeez, what do you even need that for? Something that goes really fast.
It's really more for cars that are heavier.
Oh, okay, that makes total sense actually.
Yeah, so these 8-pots we've sold for things like Cadillac Escalade.
Okay, that makes total sense, yeah. 100% makes sense, yeah. That's good. And then you guys are making, I guess these are like sway bar end links?
Yep.
Springs, top hats, dude, that looks fancy. Is that just so you can adjust camber in like either direction?
Yeah, camber and caster. That's something we developed with the racing team in Korea, and that's been used for quite a while now. That's for the Genesis coupes.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's super cool. Can I touch it? Pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, it goes in both directions. Dude, that's really smart. I love that. And then this is the rotors that I have on my car. And that's what they look like inside, and that's, I guess, for cooling, right?
Yep.
So cool. Dude, I think one of the biggest things that I'm most excited about with, becoming your brand ambassador is learning more about suspension and brakes and things, like understanding why my car is doing something. For the longest time, I'll feel something and I'm like, I wonder why it's doing that, but not actually having the knowledge to understand why my car's even doing that in the first place, and then just like trying 50,000 things before I finally figure it out. I think that's what I'm most excited about, because you guys have been such a massive help to me already.
Is our main office. That's where the sales, marketing, and administration also happens. And that line is the executives' rooms. So this is the main office.
Awesome. Hi everyone.
Hi. That's Godfrey,
okay.
Our overseas sales manager.
Yes, you're going to be on YouTube, Godfrey. Everybody remember this face.
Yes, yes!
Oh, those are the new ones?
Yes!
Meeting room, a small meeting room.
That's a small meeting room? Okay.
This is a large.
Oh wow,
Meeting
it's like a
room.
classroom.
Yeah.
That's cool. So this is R&D.
Yeah.
We have to be very quiet.
This is our R&D office.
Okay.
These are all our engineers.
Okay.
Designing our brakes, designing our suspension, everything.
That's so cool. What are they working on right now? Can we talk about it?
Secret. Is,
Whoa.
We've just set up this new space, so it's mostly empty. So this is where we measure, we 3D scan everything that we have to measure.
So do you sometimes bring like whole cars in here and stuff? Or you mainly do that on the lift, I guess, right?
Yeah, we'll show you the lift in a bit.
Jeez.
So when we take parts off the car and we need to have it precisely 3D scanned, that's where it happens. We're currently using three 3D scanners. Two of them we can use, we can take it outside the company, we can even fly with it.
Oh, like a portable one, right?
Yeah, so we travel to other countries where our dealers or our customers are. And most common occasions for that is where we have to work on a car that is not sold in Korea.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking about mainly things like Japanese cars or certain American cars, European cars that our clients or our partners want.
Because you guys are, I think it's comfortable to say that you guys are really focusing on global expansion at the moment, right?
Exactly. So before, where we were mainly catering to the Korean customers and Australia, our partners in Shopworks. And recently, in the last 2 years or so, we've been expanding pretty quickly, firstly into Southeast Asia and also into the US.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
So we've already traveled with our little 3D scanner, scanned the whole, basically the entire space around the wheel, basically, to make the brakes, make the shocks. Thanks to that, we've been able to recently design things like the Honda Civic Type R, things like that.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's not officially sold here, but it's quite popular in other places.
Yeah. The history of Neotech actually has a racing history, right? Like a family-owned company that originated from essentially just motorsports.
Yeah, basically. So back in the day, the company it's actually still a family-run business. So Neotech's history was working together with race teams, and what we realized, really high-end race teams, of course, they can afford brakes, calipers, but actually people who mattered were amateur racers. And we focused purely on grassroots motorsports in Korea, and eventually it picked up.
I love that.
We still want to focus on grassroots people and helping them grow, but we're just doing it on a global scale.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Of course, it's much harder.
Yeah.
Like even the trip that we did together.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, small details like that. Like we also build shocks for, like as an example, fastest GTRs in Malaysia.
Wow.
And our CEO personally reviews the videos because he understands the product and he understands valve settings, he understands how to design the shock. And he's just like, even in your situation, we build your shocks. I see your Instagram videos and I basically say to our valve setting person, he wants the car to move like this, not like this.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna try doing this. Same with Charles was designing your shocks and making them longer, for example, basically based on your preferences.
Yep.
So we really care about the end user. So actually all the employees that work here, we're all car people.
I love that.
And we're all consumers of our own product.
Yep.
We all use them, we all try to represent the brand in a good way.
That's great.
And we really care about the community. I think that's literally for us.
I think it shows. I mean, some of the stuff we've just seen, the events you guys hold here and just how this facility is set up, there wouldn't be a drift track there if you guys weren't community focused.
Well, it's not even that. At the end of the day, everything's about people. So even our staff members who organize other events, and we help them out with it. We help them out financially. We give them the space. They can do events here if they want to, if it's a proper event.
That's so cool.
That's what they want to do. So it's not just events by us. We also support our employees that they have some crazy ideas, and we think, if there's a good reason why does he want to do that idea, which is not even going to benefit us, but it's just going to benefit him personally, we're fully going to support it.
That's great. I love that. So this is like the main, I guess, like workshop lift room where you guys will bring cars in for R&D and do the 3D scanning and stuff?
Yeah, so this is where the R&D, 3D scanning happens, as well as our installs, troubleshooting, all things to do with getting our hands dirty and getting stuff done, basically.
Awesome. Love it. Simple setup. So A, B, C. I'm going to take a guess. B is for brakes.
Actually it is.
Hey! Okay, that's got to be a coincidence though.
Yeah.
What's A for?
Is where we do all things related to suspension.
Okay.
So coilovers, suspension arms.
Because you guys manufacture and make everything here in Korea.
Yeah.
Nothing's from overseas that you deal with. Everything's made here.
Yeah.
That's sick. And then B's brakes and other things probably.
Yeah, C is for other things, machining, as well as our storage, as well as we have additional lifts in there.
Dude, this is massive. The solar panels on the roof are kind of wild too. Everywhere.
Yeah, we are self-sufficient with our energy.
That's sick. Now, if you were looking to see inside of the manufacturing buildings themselves, unfortunately we can't do that. Due to certain techniques or machinery and robots and stuff like that, those are trade secrets to Neotech, and we can't go showing that to the world, but I'm sure you understand that. Look at this, he's got a remote. Boom! So cool. Is that electronic glass, right?
Yeah.
That's sick. All right, so we had to come to the AC because I don't know if you know, but Korea, it is hot and humid. But I wanted Charles to kind of give me, I don't know, what's like a quick rundown of understanding suspension and the two main differences between an inverted shock, see how thick this is here guys, compared to a traditional shock. And then this is also for a GT86, which is kind of cool for the rear of one, right?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, give us a quick run through.
Right, so for McPherson struts, so a lot of cars have McPherson struts on the front. They will have to have a shock that will resist side loads, like when you're cornering, when the car's trying to veer out of the road, but the tires are holding the car inside the road, so they're gonna squash each other basically. That means the shock absorber is gonna try and bend. So for that reason, we have always been making our struts inverted.
For McPherson?
For McPherson only.
Yeah, okay.
So what that means is a normal shock will have a shaft like this.
Yep.
So that will travel in and out of the body. For this one, this is acting as a shaft, but it's actually the body of the shock. So
And it's handling a lot more side forces than what this would, right?
Exactly.
Because this wishbone gets connected to the lower control arm, as in this goes directly to a knuckle, like an air chassis or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So Sylvia's, GT86, everything like that, our shocks will look exactly like this for your car. And you can basically just see with your eyes how much stronger that would be against side lobes. And because we started as a motorsport-based company, we've always been making our struts like this. But for the rears, where we don't have to withstand the side lobe, we'll just have a normal shock looking like this.
What do you think is like the number one thing that everyone gets wrong with suspension? Like what's the thing that comes to mind?
It's lowering without knowing the limits of suspension travel. So suspension travel is something that is not understood well enough. People may have heard of the word a lot of the times, but it's just like bending your knees. So I'm sitting, so it's kind of hard to see, but see, a person's legs has a certain range of travel. When you kneel down and you stand up, that's the maximum travel of a person, right? But when you lower the car, you've already eaten up a lot of the compression space. So when you want to lower the car more than 2 or 3 centimeters, so more than an inch, you're going to start running out of space eventually. So that's something that as designers we take into account, so that these adjustable shock absorbers are not wound up too much. See, these are all thread assembled, like most coilover companies. So if you wind this up, the shock becomes shorter. And when the shock becomes shorter and it gets compressed by the weight of the car, it'll just let your wheel travel too much into the car.
Yeah, and you don't want to also bottom out the shock too, right?
Exactly. Well, bottoming out the shock itself, that's doing its job.
Yeah.
The shock bottoms out because it has to protect the rest of the car.
Okay.
So it has to resist somewhere.
Yeah.
Like this is where it stops.
Okay, yeah, so the bottom of the car doesn't hit the road or something, right?
Exactly. So there's so many things are affected by excessive shock travel when you don't set it up right. So you can set it up too long, and that's also becoming a problem because the suspension has so many parts connected to it, like the sway bar. You have the CV joint if it's a front wheel drive, or the rear wheel drive of the car, the German wheels, and you have the lower arm, the upper arms. All of these moving pieces will have a certain maximum angle. But if you change the shock, you will make the other parts move in a way that they don't want to.
Yeah, weren't designed to, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is why like a good example is say like on my Skyline front double wishbone suspension, when I changed to coilovers on that, the car was a little bit lower, and then all of a sudden my end links didn't line up and they ended up bending because they weren't like lining up properly and matching with the coilover and where it wanted to be.
Yeah. So what I would say is when you're setting up your coilovers, these are all adjustable, customizable, that's all good, but you can't just finish by installing and letting your car on the ground and say, hey, this is a good ride height. That is not the end. The end is actually seeing where everything hits, where everything travels in and out as much as it's allowed to, and seeing there's no problems with it.
Would you say it's a good idea before you finish your coilover install is to put the coilovers in first without the spring to see where they're going to want to sit at full compression?
That's a very good way to do it. That is also something that you don't need special equipment. If you don't want to do that, you can stick to basically the user manual. We'll have recommended setups for each shock absorber model.
Oh, when you put that in the manual with the coilovers when they go out.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
cool.
something we have been really putting our work into in the last year or so. So some of our old shocks may not have manuals, but the new ones all do.
Yep.
So if you stick to the manual, you don't have to worry about breaking other things in your car.
That's cool.
But you're free to do anything to customize your own setup, but just know that there will be limits and things like putting shocks without the springs that will help you figure out how it's gonna affect the compression side of things, and just jacking up the car will also tell you how it's gonna behave when the wheel is fully extended, and things like letting your steering work all the way from left to right in those situations. You can make sure everything is straight lined up rather than things like the sway bar links brake.
Yep, that makes sense. Charles has to go now, so thank you so much. And Dom is taking over. But what I'm excited about is we are back here, and this is Midgie's car, which has a full Neotech package on here, custom coilover specifically designed for drifting and how this car handles. I'm gonna take it for a rip. We dusted off Midgie's car, and you're gonna take it for a rip, make sure everything's all good first.
Yeah, it was standing for a while, just see if everything feels okay.
Warm up everything.
Warm up everything, take it slightly, and then if everything's okay, well, you're the pro. You're gonna take the handle, right?
All right, I'm down. I'm down.
I want to see how you're gonna fit in it though.
He's got a valid point. I don't know if the seat moves and it's set up for Midgie, but we'll make it work. I've driven in tighter spaces. All right, dude, show us some stuff. Seems like it's all good.
It's all good. Time for you to jump in.
All right, let's see if I fit. Dude, this thing sounds like it's pretty peppy.
Pretty peppy.
All right, I'll give you the camera. Oh my gosh, she's got a booster seat and everything. Midgie. Oh boy. I've never seen that before. That's kind of cool. So she can reach the pedals more?
Maybe. Wait, give me a second.
Will this go back further?
Try going back further.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. We can make this work.
Now you got better than me. I was sitting way too close.
Left-hand drive though, it's been a while.
Awesome.
Give me a sec.
Reverse.
Oh wait, that's reverse. Okay, all right. What gear did you use?
Second.
Okay. Oh, there's the clutch.
The clutch bites super high.
This car's a lot of fun. You could really throw this thing. I like it. I don't know where my hat went. Maybe it flew out the window.
Well, we'll find it, but I have another idea though.
What's your idea?
So I drove with my Chaser just 2,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
I got a two-way and LSD in it. We can try drifting that one.
Say less. I'll never say no to a Chaser, man. Jesus handle.
I don't have a handbrake.
Oh God. Dude, this thing drifts effortlessly. Third gear?
I think I can put it in fourth.
Oh my gosh. Woo!
Well, that worked.
That works. That worked way too well.
You want to try it?
Sure. Let's give it a rip. I don't think I've ever drifted a UZ before. Wait, bro, there's a camera in the back.
There was always even a camera in the
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you need toe out. This look good. Wants to just like get stuck at angle.
It does.
If chasers ever do that, just give them toe out. All right, this feels cool. It's so weird because it's just all throttle. I've never felt a chaser like that where you don't dance on the throttle. Like dance on the pedals, sorry.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's a V8, right? So
Yeah.
It's just touring. All the power's up to 3,000 RPM.
It feels good though. Like you don't have any rubbing issues at angle. One more for the boys. Chaser feels weird with a V8.
Chaser approved?
Chaser's approved. For sure.
Chaser's approved.
Bit more toe out, get a handbrake, approved.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, you can have some fun with this.
Well, we did what, 2,000 kilometers and straight away jumped into a skid pad?
Straight into a skid pad. Dude, I love how quiet this thing is at idle too. It just... Is the car running? That's crazy. Wait, reverse is...
Yeah,
there.
Perfect.
Hang on a second, how did I just switch like that? I just went from left-hand drive to right-hand drive like nothing.
Yeah.
That's weird. I've never been able to do that before. That means, you know what that means? We need to build my S13 in the US and do some grassroots events with that ASAP.
That sounds sick.
Yeah.
We should definitely do that.
We definitely need to do that. So it's the next day and we are at Neotech for this meet that's happening. So cool. So it's called, I believe, High Japan or Japan High. And there are some really cool cars here. Not only obviously local Korean cars, but Japanese cars and even American cars, believe it or not. But let's take a look. First of all, we got this nice Liberty Walk BMW, and these chassis are so popular now in FD Japan. Nice 35 GTR. Liberty Walk Aero once again. Some bunch of cars on display out here. Even that, which I think is some kind of SUV. It's cool. Moving on in. Bunch of cool cars, and I think this is awesome. There's even some Itasha here. And I believe these are race cars. They do some kind of like Gymkhana racing or something like that. Don't quote me on that there, I'm not 100% sure, but super cool. It's awesome to see even Itasha here in Korea. These are essentially like the 350Zs of Korea. They're the Gen Coupes, they're everywhere, right? Super cool, and we'll get to see them drifting in a little bit. I think drifting starts at 4, so we're in like 9 minutes before it's gonna get a little louder. Now what's really cool is I wasn't the only car that came from Japan for this meet. You may actually recognize this 34 from Daikoku PA. We've seen him a few times there. Nice 4-door. And then, nice little Honda. Not bad. Now, of course, we got the Supra there. You guys saw our entrance. Chose Supra as well. There's a nice GTO here. These things are crazy. Twin turbo, V6, all-wheel drive. Actually, wild cars. But as you can see, if you ever need to change spark plugs, coils, or anything, it's pretty much just drop the engine. But yeah, very cool car. Love to see it. But overall, I'm just really stoked. As you can see, this Chaser here has the 3UZ in it. Dom's car, beautiful Mark II with a 1J. Music's a little loud, so I'm gonna walk over here, but there's a nice 35 in there and an RX-7 FD. Got an E36 wagon. We saw this at Cho's shop. And then things just kind of start getting interesting. Tons of Genesises. But I found this interesting. Check this out. SRT. Wild. Look at this thing. Challenger. Nice M3 too. Dude, this is twin turbo, right? Jeez, so cool. That was really cool. There's tons of cars here. This whole area is full. This is kind of funny. Wait, does this get a B series, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know my Hondas that well. All I know is that's not a K series. There's a 370Z. A lot of Hyundais or Hyundai, I don't know. We pronounce it a lot of different ways. Interesting, it's got a GR86 GR bumper, but it's got the Subaru emblem on there. So cool. It's like so many different car cultures slammed together here. I love that. That looks cool. And then there's like a typical Japanese kind of music car over here that's absolutely slammed. Check this thing out. The music's really loud, I know. I'm sorry, I'm yelling at you. But look at it. Oh my God. So much going on. You got Mitchie's car, Diablo. Some cool stuff. Oh my God, this guy's put his drink in his air duct. That's cool. Ferrari. Bunch of stuff. I love that this thing's kind of made to look like a tofu car. A lot of slam stuff. Oh, it's got cranes. Oh yeah, Stagia. I wanted to show you guys something. This is I'm not sure who makes these wheels. Oh, sorry, here they are. But don't they resemble VSKFs? Interesting, right? I wanted to make sure I took a quick look at this RX-7 because this thing's beautiful. Look at this. Big single Greddy turbo hiding down there. Greddy V-mount kit. Beautiful. Pretty cool McLaren, which I know nothing about. And then I guess a C7? Is that what this is? Crazy. Aero on this looks so aggressive. Very nice. Like the carbon. It seems like the drifting has started. Oh, Dom's already out on the track. So cool, V8 Chaser. Come on, Dom. Nice. think drifting the Supra was gonna happen today. It definitely was not something I was actively planning to do, but I'm excited that we did. I also dialed in the two-step a little more. That sounds kind of cool. Actually, do you guys want to see that real quick? Let me show you. So I needed Dom to help because I want you guys to see this from the outside, but let her eat. Okay. Woo! Okay, so we got the two-step working. How good is that?
Man, that feels intense. The whole car is just shaking all the time. While there's people gathering, I think someone must want to do it one more time.
Okay, one more time.
All right, hang on.
No, right.
Okay, oh, you got it? Yeah, okay. Hang on.
Fucked up. Oh, so good.
So good.
Man, that feels insane.
He was trying to light his cigarette. So yeah, as you guys can see, two-step works great now. And don't get me wrong, guys, two-step really doesn't make any sense, but at special events like this, you know, I feel like it just really brings the whole Supra vibe. So that's why this is like my only car that has two-step. And I also actually want to go and win that two-step competition at Clean Culture Japan this year. So yeah, that's also why. But yeah, I don't think I've really seen cars in Japan with two-step. Obviously, it's not really functional. It's kind of launch control, and functional launch control is more of like a gargle kind of thing as the turbo's building boost and it launches and goes. But when you retard the ignition timing a little bit more and take fuel out instead of putting fuel in, you get that, which is generally good for crowd pleasing. But anyways, I've had a really good time here in Korea. Massive thank you to Neotech. And once again, I just want to say it's an incredible privilege to have this opportunity to be Neotech's global brand ambassador. Some really exciting projects that we have going on behind the scenes. And I'm sure you can tell with just everything that happened here today. I hope I did a good job at capturing that for you guys, but they are really community focused. So if you guys want to get yourself a set of coilovers that you see me using, or a set of their brakes that you see me using, we're gonna have them on the website, and we'll start with the S15 because that's what we have it on right now. But if you do want to get any other brake models for their brakes and coilovers, please reach out to us and we'll be able to help you get those. Like, comment, share, subscribe, guys, and let me know down in the comment section, what do you want to see me do here in Korea? Is there some kind of place you want to see me travel to and check out? Because I will be back here very shortly to bring the Supra back to Japan, and I want to make sure that we do a little bit of a road trip again then. So let me know if there's anything you want to see, and we'll make it happen. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, see you next time. Bye.